Mr. Producer, for document in the two on the encore. This week in Yunano, ye a year Auditor General's report on COVID-19. No, there be a stories baby bantimi yeda. This week they may show, but me many. Koya could I think you do baby. Omade high hospital no home. And to what they said that role in say when you be away to home, when you be away, memo be 50 pesos. 50 pesos. My idea. Other cold roll, baby. And ramen and social media, not the other trending to make me. I did another picture too, New TV, so I try to see Rocky Downy. Most more Troniamo. And yeah, and found your Troy, a New TV, Rocky Downy. We are getting Rocky Downy. GH boy, I'm Rocky Downy. And yeah, I mean, it happens. Yeah. You be kayasem. Me mobi meka. Me unsan crofo 3 years na de Troy Rocky Downy. In fact, Nanado is a reggae musician. Adai. Ya mere obo cool sanke yakuma to yem or to reggae. Don't mind me. Sabori sawo hwe won. Wudru ho ada wagina. COVID-19. Na Onua ni Ghana Health Service wona aya wa. Wadru ha. Baby wadu na put them for there. Eti where page say? There be you drew page 40. Is it 40? You drew Ghana Health Service. So you just put it there. You trust on Ayenko. This is a Rocky Downy show. Compilation of data. That's right. This is where we got to. Compilation of data on infrastructure and equipment. 678,800. Section 96 of the Public Financial Management Act 2016, Act 921 provides that a person who is responsible for any improper payment of public funds or payment of money that is not duly verified in line with existing procedures commits an offense and is liable on summary conviction to a term of imprisonment or a fine. 171. We observe that the Ghana Health Service spent an amount of 678,800 on the compilation of information on treatment and isolation centers and medical equipment in the regions, even though the Ministry of Health, which is constructing the facilities and the temporary central medical stores that is responsible for the equipment, already had the data. Details are provided. Afetiha, Ghana Health Service, one edano. Dr. Abuaje, Mwa. Patrick Kuma Abuaje, enedano. Document we, enipa nanado na abo ni din se wapam domlevo. No medina de no na troye. Now tie. Auditor General ne say Ghana mrach na say se wotua sika ye ma ho akwanya wonhwehwe mu ntiase ehunu ye na wodi kotua saa sika na ye mpanisho ida se wo be ko prison ana ye be fine no den ti na o kasa o se Ghana sika 6.78 billion saa sika no Ghana Health Service ehwede kotua ma obi den ti na kotua ye o se enkrofo na ye de won ko gu isolation centers no say we ofi America na ba ye ye de ne ko ye susu say wenya COVID baby ye de enkrofo ko gugu ye no wɔde nipa ne kɔ hɔ no wɔn ankan yɛhyɛ da sesa wɔn kogu hɔ eti wɔn san kɔpɛ nipa foforɔ sɛ ɔno ɔnhwɛ na ɔnkan wɔn ɛna wɔn kɔtua saa 6.78 billion ekyiri pɔn wɔtwe ɛma saa nipa no na ɛno na ɔde general say hey Ghana Health Service mo yɛ akrɔmfoɔ adentra ɔse saa mmerɛ no na wo parent ministry Ministry of Health ɔwɔ saa information ne dada na Ministry of Information Health Ministry of Health wakan nipa no ma data no ɛwɔ hɔ dada eti adentra yare aba na Ghana Health Service any Ministry of Health want to collaborate and share data na wakwa akotua saa sika we ti yetua sika mpre no meanwhile na Ghana Health Service enim dada they knew no nim say Ghana Health Service Ministry of Health was some information we almost san kotua sika eno and auditor general say opani Patrick Kuma Abuaje koyo his camera nyam nam tro he I think Ghana Health Service opani oda no wan pesika na ma yen fine no anase yen fine to prison auditor general na tro he kosoro yen contem mo eti hwade o almost say 28 July 2022 Ghana Health Service headquarters 22072174445 source World Bank supplier compensation of infrastructure and equipment and 118,800. Now watch this 28 now same day Ghana Health Service headquarters 22072174447 World Bank compensation of infrastructure and compensation 560,000 Ghana cedis. Total no, 678,800. The director of finance explained that the service needed its own independent data for its operations. What kind of madness is this? Ghana Health Service is under the Ministry of Health. And the Ministry of Health was the parent ministry appointed by government and the president to lead everything about COVID-19. Now, director of finance, blow, it's your say they needed their independent data on the Ministry of Ministry of Health. I know. How can I say anti-biatural letter? Now, I need my independent letter. It means so much what wrong here. Are we sick? 173 compiling data which already exists amounts to duplication of efforts and waste of public resources. Say Ghana population and housing census we know the total number of Ghanaians. Now Ministry of Employment me pesa me man krofo adwuma nti me so akwa akopesika o de be eden o se me be kan Ghana fofoforo me hu Ghana fo anya adwuma enye yare a na enye dam ana se eden ansama kopa adwuma ma o na kire sei wa bra Ministry of Health e was ade tandada eno ena auditor general say saade na Ghana Health Service for aye no a duplication of efforts and waste of public resources. It is we waste public resources ade ma chachuchi kata echo jail where more than that where you willfully and woefully causing financial loss to the state. Kuma Abuaje must go to jail. We recommend that the Director General of the Ghana Health Service should use the COVID-19 funds for intended purpose. I'm trying you. Pacho, I'm trying you. It's not just a Ghana Health Service impending for COVID-19. Sikana ba no ade asese omode ye no nya no na omode ye obi pe bibi adi and collaborate with the Ministry of Health and the Central Medical Stores to obtain data on the facilities and equipment to avoid duplication of effort and ensure judicious use of financial resources. We cry a dangerous change 173. 175. Management responded that the Ghana Health Service compilation exercise is entirely different in objective, focus, and scope. How? Is it not the same COVID-19? The activity was approved and does not constitute improper payment. One more management in the Troy. It is imperative to state that this phenomenon is not exceptional with this activity due to the size and nature of operations of the service vis-a-vis that of the ministry. The ministry is responsible for policy prescriptions, while the Ghana Health Service is responsible for implementation. Eti di abesi ano no, sa mo mati. Eti kuma abuaje. What the car? When you director of finance, and where? See, and listen, you see, look me in the eye. Let me tell you something. Now you understand why the Attorney General came out to say, Auditor General, on withdraw the COVID-19 report. Because Attorney General, you not even say, or just our document here, Obia beko jail, my finance minister beko jail. Attorney General, what kind of documents, you know? So he knew very well that if I should pick the documents and begin to process, Obia beko jail, Ebeka Akufo-Addo nkwa Jubilee House. That is why he told the entire country and ordered the Auditor General to withdraw the documents because it was making government unpopular. Can you imagine? Would you abide sika? Say abide sika? And yes, I'm Maakye Abraham ho. Na Maakye say bombesia. Ana Abraham the sika ma me say me fan koma Evans. Na magye di. Where a Ghana man yina ye sika and wahwere no enti no sro Attorney General sro he special prosecutor say ye bubu na taban na pray gina. I am telling you, she said that case no ewu. Forget it. I am standing here and telling you that case ewu. Enkobe bia Ghana court a catch the special prosecutor say Ujimi Jai. You see, anytime a buying a started plan be no failure, I have a strategy no. Rollins yebi, Kufuor yebi. Kufuor time no na Nanado na ya Attorney General. Nanado kosi a serious blunder. That time na say you musa kwa we. Ontimi buma yiye da. Lawyer near Wakwatana Law School, SUA there, every a practice. Woman SCA say no, ye French speaking African countries, president for lawyer. I wouldn't say Ghana Mra, obedient means you a year president, or to be control the president versus Chachu Chikata. Akufo-Addo, or control the president. Or Chachu Chikata versus the president, or the president versus Chachu Chikata. Attorney General. Emma case in the court no. A whole abain edifo. Now watch this. Attorney General, special prosecutor. And so to what's for evidence in court. If you think you have evidence, if you think someone near me able to be incriminate. Sisi Abranda pa, do you go and apply? Say judge not say assembly so no yansasano. It doesn't make sense. So judge the case is udi. When him say enough evidence, circumstantial evidence. Fadia ne bra. Special prosecutor koduru ha asema de call and say Chief Justice on san judge na or take case so I know be for. Ebe evidence no way. This is adapa evidence no way. Chief Justice so say Yehu da we a small boy. When cry na can be chire no so a small boy no. Paul Adwache can be channel. There be minister, be former minister, be channel. So a small boy. Oh, we a small boy. And you know, no. Oh, you didn't cry. Is it Jerry Hope have been penny for me? You forgotten? Catch and say, oh, we a small boy. Customs spending, your first said that or something. I saw a small boy. Chief Justice say, hey, shut up. We a small boy. That better than a lawyer who match them as a Mr. Judge or take cases. So if it's all evidence, Afabra, Mamma can't some job, since you had a pack case, you know. Ya can we for COVID, bra. So special prosecutor say, or your Bema document to Papa Nye, where a ye written, where Obi and Ko Obi afie no ko hu. This is a written document. Nyame betue tua yenka. 177 reference to the financing agreement for COVID-19 additional financing. There is a covenant for the development of a sustainable use plan. This is the reason for Ghana Health Service work on the compilation, verification, discussion on current and future use of the equipment and the information to be used to develop the plan. The Ministry of Health do not have the full information required to develop the plan as explained. The exercise included all equipment procured and donated. The CMS does not have all the data on COVID-19 equipment purchased and donated to Ghana Health Service facilities, as many equipment went directly to the health facilities by donor partners and individuals who donated items. The activity is being done with the regions who have till 15 December 2022 to complete the data collection, validation, and report. A national steering committee will then use the data for drafting the sustainable use plan for discussion and finalization. Mamin Kanche Auditor General. Namin Chena DB. Namin Kanse Minche Ghana Health Service. Me pacho. Se ya yeti edwam hei. Me sachu ho. Antaru ho. Godwin ewo ho. Se me se niama e request se mumma me list of new equipment na yede aba Onua control room ha. Me pacho. Ese Antaru catch him say, oh, I was directing Captain Smart. Na me list ade no na ma send mail no ama me se niama no me spending 100,000 Ghana cedis. How is this possible? Ghana Health Service regional directors send email about one headquarters one treska. How do you tell me now? Say hospital obinte edroko etini pa na odi edro ni kodumpa cho na onim nyansa se edro dodo se na me de ko enye hwe send email my equipment e de buy de send my vaccines e de ko e send my what say me send email no na se me tua sika eti email sending keke no e na yes 6.7 billion no asam ni chase yin ani. Yes, send a report. Just a report. Report now, yes, send no, it costing Ghana 6.78 billion. What is wrong with us? Afe Twaso, expired vaccines. Tie, make me donyame. Watch this. Expired vaccines, 178. Section 83 of the Public Procurement Act 2003, Act 663 requires the head of procurement entity to convey a board of survey comprising representatives of departments with absolute stores which shall report on the items and subject to a technical report on them. Recommend the best methods of disposal. We noted that 1 million nyame obetua yen kase. We noted 1,022,384 doses of vaccines received at the National Cold Room and issued to users had expired at the various districts and regions. Pacho, document we nyame na metroye. COVID-19 by our president chose to be the head of whatever. And I agree with Nanado because that time when I must say yare kese we aba me, I have never believed in this so-called thing and I will never believe in it. Say a drone ye de buy over 1 million doses. A drone ye see family woman tie ni ye tie brofono. We noted that 1,022,348 doses of vaccines received at the National Cold Room and issued to user facilities had expired at the various districts and regions. Now, we say, COVID-19 vaccine. Auditor General say, a drone I the man mono, I the war mono, now I expire. That is why I am telling you what will be in 5 years. Check Obama. We be our vaccine in 5 years. I one more can office of Mudiagro and Gavasio and then theory and minority theory and then the theory. What will be 5 years? Check Obama. And listen, yet a draw I expire. Adriani Egwobi Bodja shop. That's a expire. Food and Drugs Authority to Mikako Hoko Chini Pano. That's a send me and na echo destroying. Unfortunately for us, Ghana sesa sika botcho echo kra vaccine. Inro edibegu Ghana ha. Sa mon kwankwo. Ena mo kokwo ye. Edro na wo kwo ye no. Na expire. And ye de wo. When you say, one day preach say vaccine ni bi da ho. Na ye nkwankwo wo. Eba afoforo kra expire na nedada. Monwo. Oh, Monko, me catch yourself say vaccine way. Na do de de wo no, ye chechire ho. Otumfo de ne ya chechire ho. De ekufo ne ya chechire ho. Wo na kwa me wo wo de ya chechire ho. Den ye de wo. Hey. Den ye de wo. Na den ye de wo. Me vaccines. There were different ideas about vaccinations. Woko America, vaccination is compulsory. Woko Russia, vaccination is compulsory. One can say, later they came to tell us, say, who walk right, yari and ubenyabi. But I never. Muamoko war, Yamin come on. And I kwame a war. Yamin come on. No problem. But a drone na ya de war no na expire. Afa yanko data no so. Document we nyame na me ye. Eti wan na tumi hwe nyame anim tena ho se e dra yare aba. Ye tumirika nkokra enuro mra. Ne yemfa wo Ghana fo na Ghana fo ho ntowo no. Ye timi ye je dro na go over 1,022,000 ama dro ni nyina a expire. Mosa ko woy. Afehwe ahafo. Astras Enika. Zenega. AstraZeneca. Pfizer, J&J. Moderna. Sputnik V. Ene kofa asem ne bae no. Ahafofo mo ahafo region nyina nura mo ye nyina no I expire. Bono East nura mo ye nyina no I expire. Central nura mo ye nyina no I expire. Eastern region easy for the mo yo. Some mo president one of it. Ntina mo wo edura expire na ba system nim. Michelle lady bi or say fibro or COVID-19 vaccine no onye wet da. Munya hu Greater Accra almost war fine. I expect Northeast, hey, Northern, Bobo, Oti, Yahoo, Savannah, Kew, Upper East, Broboy. Just say no expect and I'm for war here. Kosoro. Volta, Muwo yo. 54,000. Western, I expire. North, Western North, and so now I expire. It's a region better no medro and expire here. Ashanti region. A whole MPP stronghold. Into your more medro I expire that. Me what? Huh? Ghana, yeah, funny people. And time be about what you say, oh, Casano. Any part in your own say, what time will be here? Me, quite smart. Come on, look me in the eye. Me, quite smart. Maintain Obia was a so da. Now, maintain Obia so da. One man, me, and no way, chida. What do you say? No, get closer. You know the kind of a divine appointed being you are dealing with. Me who meka. Ade we ye wo hoi nti ya de papa sa aban se yare aba na ya sisa Ghana sika bobrebe botwo akokra nro na ye mfa won na begu Ghana ha na ye de aduro na gu ho ma na expire na ya san de akọ district na region se ye mfa aduro na expire ne won wa ukwo wo bi no say how would you know say wo de na expire na say expire here? Na di nduru aeroplane him. Na president dim, health minister dim, national security minister, the media houses in almighty TV3 and the dia antom team no match camera to am kon ho. Na yabuta ni Jamaica. Yimi Jamaica. Oh, na TV3 dim. No money GTV kasa ya pe clean feed. Ya pe clean feed. Open clean feed. Clean feed, you know, you're no expire. Look, media houses must be sued by individuals. I was side drone because I didn't know. You told me say drone number. Vicarious liability. All media houses must be sued in this country. Vicarious liability. It's media na bode room yakwo we dura expire. They are just following. Okay, you are following what? And yes, I tell that. Say, when it says, say, forget about what my producer say, won't take my catch now. Let's say, Obi publish falsehood about me, Captain Smart, on Facebook. When you share, I can sue you. I can sue you. This is nothing but wickedness. And listen. Ya and Ghana from penny for be yen shahama de we be twemako. Midna has to say the only thing I can do is to give you the information. It is somebody's responsibility to act on the information. Once I say I am telling you what the time 90% of Indrona ba Ghana hana mo in na expire. Wow. Wawedro. Awoniama. Hey, you see? And I pay you by and my name producer didn't come out of my office. And I'll catch them, say, Mammy B, nam say me ma. See, anytime Obi Beka say Obi kuta bibi. We hear bi. Ma wo no. Ide say saade no emwa wo. Etina ma wo. Aduane me se bi ma no. I don't know. One baby in the fridge, woman use one say fashion back. Me now because at that material moment, you know, I come in so back home. Bible say love your neighbor as yourself. Me mom me fanko. Etike dro na do wo na no bi na sesa nka ye wo. No wo aduro ben uhu. Edro na Rebecca Akufo do wo no. Did you see the aduro kuno? Baumia ne Samaria so de ye chechire ho uhu ye. Iye. Pacho uhu aduro no. Ade na o ma man yen one day ni bi. One day na ye papa. Na ye de expire no. A war. Afe yen kwatwa so. Nyam choyo. The program manager explained the vaccines were donated vaccines which were delivered to them close to expiry. Abuzege. Project manager say, ha, akwawe esi esano. Or say, project manager no, program manager no, enipa na vaccine programs ni na on e da no na o hwere say time na wo mo de detia wo mo gi sa no wo de wo nkrofo say time na wo de edre ne ba no na kaketu e bi na expire wo mo so wo mo ni choice into wo mo gi wo kai sa me catch us Food and Drugs Authority wo mo ni afidie bia wo krom de have vaccine and I still start look me let me say this on authority. Food and Drugs Authority me catch a Ghana for ne enfidie de hwehwe nurom wo mu ni bi me na me catch ra wo me na me catch me say enfidie de hwehwe nurom wo mu ni bi enti edro wo kra edro fi China wo kra edro fi India wo kra edro fi here there's a report efficacy report eno pe no mo kan no ma send. Sa report na eba no say nipo ye se na wa bodam say na nitiri mo hyehye no say chemical composition is right and then right you be catch us a president eduro ni yanum bi anoma until they are the same thing cause enjoy na pe pa na ya sign no mo de ko sankente sa eba ne sign na story bi a ye de ba no sapomawie you be sure say there ade expire wo krom ha enkrofo tibi paper edi date foforo tar ho fa document nda nyamnam kan project manager na kan say the program manager explained the vaccines were donated vaccines which were delivered to them close to expiry na wa bodam obi di tu abro say je koma ma me o say o de ba na mada to nyane me wona me gi tu na me de ko bo ma me meda. You see, yamfa meda na mbo kura ye fra bibi manslaughter. Ni na yekum. Ubedem. The vaccines could accidentally and mistakenly be issued among the wholesome ones for vaccination, which could pose health threats to the country. Health threats to the country. So awo, we dey machirem dada. Bo am wo ye do nyame nka mo. Ko, una mana nkofa bi sa wo vaccine me. And they na yatim the war any the one COVID-19 na way. Paragraph 182, we recommend that the Director of Public Health Department should ensure the vaccines are disposed of safely. One catch all. What will Kroma say? Disposing of vaccine I expire. Yeah, disposing of the na body nim. Our system nim vaccines all boy. What's wrong? Pakwesi one wo. Wo kra da wo ya kemekum. Some catch us me wo. Opani wo de be hwe ni ma wo. Wo akwa we wo. Oh. So wo. He didn't. Ah, okay. Also see he didn't. Say everybody is running away from the vaccines. Why the travel man na do me nka ho. Obi atoyi. Ye ina ya toyi. Me to ababa na lado. Obi aduade. Vaccines say obi ase wa wo. E wo widiem. Ewo with him, and expire, and ya can't. Management responded that as part of health measures, these vaccines are not kept in the cold room. What kind of rubbish is that? Auditor General say, "Okohu cold room." One say, "Any cold room." Yen kwa na mo de to atopre. Mudi ehun agro. At all, were not kept in the cold room at all, so that they are not accidentally issued. Ebe Ghana for mubewu. You see, we aban bia onwini nipa ho no. Onya aban obetuma ye okuro mu kwan. Management also indicated that as part of the standard operating procedures and in accordance with law, management is working with a team composed of Food and Drugs Authority, Ghana Health Service, health partners including WHO, UNICEF, the Environmental Health Department, control of the relevant local government, environmental protection agencies and other departments to dispose of the expired vaccines. To dispose of. Dispose of. Wow! Yawo! I find ye ko dispose. It says I don't know why. Yawo! Ma wampani o. Former Greater Accra, sorry, Ashanti Regional Minister, if I say. Samuel Sapon. Also, I Samuel Sapon, 10 grams. And you say hepatitis B, yare bia ba na mka chen say. Yare bia wo be hu say free broni krom aba Ghana, aba Africa, aba wiase bia gia bibiduro. Come on, look me. Samuel Sapon say, or a regional minister, and I'm calm say, honorable, sa hepatitis vaccine and kwa wo. Or say captain and say, me de men saka wo body a, me science kakra na me ye na bua me. Me ye hot blooded. Enti de bia wo ban me a, me ho ahyehyehye wa hwa be kasa me yare. Samuel Sapon, wo so me nsam a, wo nsam hyehyehye te se bia. En kwa wo vaccine Samisi onti bisano what dey obi frɛ honorable Samuel Sapon former Ashanti regional minister ɛna ɔkɔtena hɔ yɛ de pani eti mujafo bam ɔto wɔ saa no awoso no hɔ asɛ sunsun konkora be hye nu na me head no me I mean I was there bisano I was there mujafo to afɛ na I say nana do no buafu Afe na owo cheche nti kakra osori ya uja fere ko for mi okoda afie wa ho bisa Samuel Sapon nyame nko anko wu vaccine and universal medication. Ask scientists, they will tell you you don't just get up and take in vaccines. So me mam you meslin any kofo ye wo mo America me gina ho India ni doctor or ye American ni or ye doctor wa America. Any American nurse ni or buy you be some akwada no vaccine no yam fan one me say for the wear. Me ba no nya apache onya polio business bi anche no me de ne be ko Ghana metiti nunum ni nyanya de adware no obi sam say nunum ni nyanya da me so nunum nim ne brofo nyanya me nim ne brofo me say wo ba fi mu di nyanya nunum me so nunum me tene bulim brofo na me nim nyanya brofo. I say okay, if you don't want us to administer the vaccine on him, please sign here. Let me say ma me yan one no yedi kufu ba Ghana yesi wa yebo lege eti the nine no wa yebo lege because wa won vaccine so yare e betene the nine no e betene me tu ka dem go mu atachi ban enam ko kum kwa enam kwatete abere wakata atwe ena edua eyewura nyamenam tu di no mo bia nka chem se mem ena me kwatete ya fancy nyenya then me de beta na nan ho chechere ye 3 days ye sane ye kufo na natene what the vaccine be kumba koso for document nto men kan say vaccine ye o aha men fan kan chem say vaccine ma catch us vaccine ye eye wo Ko vaccine de ba Africa ba kukure no ye papa. Vaccine de wo krofo wa Africa ha. E try or lock vaccine. De ye wo ha nyina ye de omo try. Ne ye de bre wo na wo ye. When we say do baby, America and Russia can say omo vaccines ni bi wo ha. SSC administer wa America pe. SSC administer e wo Russia pe. Am I fan any part apart from Europe? Nti womundro no ebi ko Europe. The about Africa and one a year. Try your luck. I expire over invoicing of stores items. Yeah. Okay. 185 paragraph 185. But your document where any media general penny for ne prepare you. Where your Auditor General's report. Everybody knows Captain Smart to be the auditor on air. I know how to review Auditor General's report. Over invoicing of store items. 1,406,085 Ghana cedis. Section 7 of the Public Financial Management Act states that a principal spending officer of a covered entity shall ensure the regularity and proper use of money appropriated in that covered entity. 186. We noted during our review that between April 2020 and September 2020, National Food Buffer Stock Company received 3 payments totaling 42,237,770 from the Ministry of Finance for the supply of food items to faith-based organizations. Faith-based organizations, you know, sorry, and selected MMDAs in Greater Accra and Greater Kumasi. Faith-based organizations and selected MMDAs in Greater Accra and Greater Kumasi. This was in respect of government support to Ghanaians during the lockdown because of the COVID-19 pandemic. We noted, thank you, we noted, however, that where bills from the various institutions amounted to 40,831,685, resulting in an over-invoicing of 1 million, blah, 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 blah. Details shown below. As somebody in answer, I'm say, I buy say time now COVID-19 by no, or Chenuane man, sorry. Now faith-based organizations, no, a media house. Faith-based organization, and our faith-based organizations. Sorry. Eti Church of Pentecost, Apostolic, Roman, Methodist, in Kansai, Awoyo, Abain Brem Webiane, Obia Bebu Akunta. Obia Bebu Akunta. And all the MMDAs were Shantini Greater and selected. Lockdown. Ebia nkwa ejoso. Eye Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly pe. Nkoko lockdown anko. A Greater Accra Metropolitan Assembly and some selected assemblies are omo nkran no join the lockdown and omo de koye. Afei fa calculator. Tieni you Ghana. Yeah, 30. There be man Fabra. Me figure nda ho. Nyame nhira ho. Yeah, 30.8 to the mayor 31 million. For our calculator. Na ye mo. Nnuane nko a ye chema Ghana nsori 42 million Ghana cedis. 42 Ghana nsori somewhere did o. Churches are Ghana. ICGC for Mumudi Day. ICGC, Mumudi Day. lighthouse for nkwada no say di Cerelac nko ha lighthouse nkwada da abrofo ma Cerelac action chapel there we all the city one there banku and tilapia Church of Pentecost there benum koko any pano masa Ukon cancer ni awoyo no Mozamadisco Christo Church there and the banku ni wele banku any wele Uko better this for the then they check it ha what did churches amu Ghana asofo mpanifo amu Ghana somebody dio ha 42,237,770 Ghana cedis divided by where faith-based organizations and it's selected MMDAs but maybe the Ghana population in Ghana 31 million 31 1 2 3 4 5 6 Echira will say Ghana by you call lockdown we aduane awudi yen kwan 1,362 Ghana cedis obi o Ghana ha bia me fa faith based organization here including the president including the vice president ha you churches e wo Ghana and sorry ya wo Ghana ha madidia me peche a cheke banku kose masa apaprensa madidi tie emu bag so dodo amudi ye omo say emu was 50 days emu kwa 23,776 bags kofo ye dimu Mwadi beans, mwadi gari, sardine, tomato paste, kosoro, mayambo, ye nkofwe didi yo, mwadi nkosuya, mwadi tuna. NSSA, ensuwa fan krofo voter region, abayin to be fed yanenkoi. I was there Saturday, mere hoye. Ye tenasi bi obina ya kai no bisa me voter, meka se mi achero. Se kanu si na wo ho nyina ye yi ni na firi ho. Soja for ni nyina ye yi omu nyina firi ho. Obi ani ho we nyese say. I went there and I'll tell you why. E transe ameka kire the way ni pesi bre no. Me re hoya na me ye me ho hwe enye yie. Na prayer men and women bibi omo ba has Saturday no omo de ntade ba e and omo disca 2,000. I can't say, o mate say me say mabia wo ho. Etwa video sin nyina. Afa say me am yi mbotom sika kan. Na ma 3 as I wo fresh o the classroom. Say me wo ma be 12 a. Wo mo so o mo time so. Wo ko man clad no ahemfie ho na oba ba akote ho a efie na ekosi Monday obetimi awo. The head of operations explained that the difference were as a result of suppliers not submitting way bills after delivery. Can you imagine? Now what that was a paragraph 188, in the absence of non-acknowledgement of receipt of the 1,406,085 Ghana cedis worth of supplies by any other institution, we were unable to confirm. Auditor General Neka, they were unable to confirm that the bill submitted and paid by the Ministry of Finance was the actual cost of supplies made. Opeso Chao say, Sikano, Umedini na. Omani Ghana sorry ne di Ghana software nyina yet got it pa software list ne from mumisa on gari dodo say asichire dodo say modidi mosomo ye fasting na bompa ma yi covid akwose asofo mo okrum ha nyina abanya che 42 million Ghana cedis amamo. This one is not alleged. It's a document submitted to parliament. Asofo na didi Muya mosomo ntias yes Muslims say ye fasting aban kwache de ma say mo so mo twema yare aba na mo de afa ho age mo de me de minim sanko Auditor General, I see faith-based organizations. What did he? Maybe call Pentecost, Mendibi. But I faith-based, no me amame. Maybe say software minimum one say what's for them? Your brother Diane. Ha, Ewurade. Yare keke ba umiani akufado etumi ahwenyame anim e prayer en wo yare am. Yare aba. Mo na mo se say yare aba no. Mo etumi ahwenyame anim aduane a mo de be ma yarefo no mo chesika na di. Really? Kosoro. Ko. Paragraph 189, we recommended that the CEO of National Food Buffer Stock Company should refund abuzege. Yes, sikano. Papa no kotua back. Ako say on tua na penifo di na no akwada ketu akwata free we a 1 million Ghana cedis per. San MPP for Kano. It's 1 million money. I mean, when you have Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia spending $41 million in 2 days. Counting per kwato aba. Over 200,000 people. Now more be 500 Ghana cedis. Ebi 1,000, ebi 2,000. Come and your first day no. No first day, last day. Me no. Plus 10 gig. 10 gig yes say. Obi tie prasi yusu yam. Ni phone no support internet. O send ni 10 gig here. Payment vouchers not fully acquitted. I don't know brother Esre. O kasa wo kan ya. Na me hye wabufu. Regulation 78 of the Public Financial Management Regulation states that a principal spending officer of a covered entity, blah, 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 is the same thing. We noted that between April 2020 and November 2020, the accountant made 23 payments totaling 4,520,661 to various suppliers for the supply of various food items to the Pentecost. Say the Pentecost assembly ko wu a no be kraye pacho we nye church of Pentecost na ji yo Pentecost at the convention center na ma ban so on find isolation center pacho we nya ma sori mpanifo na ji ye nyameche onim ho hwe general secretary data na ekumila abi onim ho hwe IMD onim ho hwe we aban na ese say aduane a odeko Pentecost Convention Center any pantan kwano 4 million Ghana cedis abuwa na Pentecost Convention Center any pe wono onuru 500 ana wo ya mpongo omudi dan nom dan Pentecost Convention Center any pantan isolation centers aduane a womo de ko ho ne bosom Ghana sika billion aduane num over 45 billion ha 4,520,661.84 Ghana cedis. And no, ena National Food Buffer Stock for say aduane om de call Pentecost Convention Center any pantan kwano more than 4 million Ghana cedis. Ebe yare na abo yare ena aba pacho kwasore nyame betua yanka o ani de ne be di agro afeti bi kura san be kan ho further scrutiny let us auditor general who said no chrono ne kwaso it is so scrutinize ye kasa obi scrutinize bibia Nature said, near me, wahono, and ya dear dafom. Don't just think, sir, the word scrutiny can replace investigation. It's not correct. There's a huge difference between the two. Further scrutiny disclosed that out of the total payments made, 3,775,202 were fully acquitted to substantiate the payments, leaving a difference of 700 and then. She said, "Sa 4 million no kura na nipa wo no, wo muntimi ndi wie no. Wo me say no kura na wo de kɔ no, obi san wie a 7 billion." Ene so anko. Kosoro afeti brofo. Buffer stock CEO who sika refinery o. Paragraph 494, we recommended that the CEO should ensure that the outstanding 765,459.26 is substantiated, failing which the CEO should refund the amount into the Auditor General's recoveries account. Paragraph 19, we do to paragraph 200 major. Management responded that they had attached copies of supporting documents for the items and were available for audit. Paragraph 196. Management could not provide the supporting documents. Management say we the document account. Auditor General say here. I don't know moya ko enforcer. We didn't throw. Management could not provide the supporting documents on our follow-up. We therefore reiterate our recommendations. Teacher, somebody this can call. Where your tax are yante? Just say where your withholding taxes are yante. 27,000 Ghana cedis. Ghana had it, and we noted that during the period under review that the head of accounts made payment totaling 910,000 blah 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 to various suppliers, but failed to withhold tax on the payments amounting to 27,000 blah 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 blah. Ko. We na CEO no yesi on sanko to SS Ghana Revenue Authority. Ko. Na you do na aba Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection. Paragraph 200 and Ghana Revenue 201. 201. Management responded that due to the urgency of the transactions during the COVID era, NAFCO, as at the time, had no stocks of these food items and had a fair number who say, Mr. Producer, highlighted 201. Don't forget. Now, Monya, it's a Madibina Modini Patun Channel, the Adibiso Tunchano. Monyame na document we now na menka asem na muntie. Now, the Minister of Agriculture, I am being very, very specific. Minister either for or of Agriculture, Honorable Akoto, the then Minister, Akoto Efriye. 2020 na COVID-19 de yin tipa kesepano obekacha and say sa dia na your friend planting for food and jobs no e de aduane aba magana ye buffer stocks ni na ayema enya me nam kan yo eti ya highlight paragraph 201. Now papa say emu Gari, Ibanchi, Ibodie, Ijen, Aye Ghana buffer stock, and a ma say no bois, Auditor General better to management of buffer stock. Atiakototo 10 year management response, or say management responded that due to the urgency of the transactions during the COVID era, NAFCO, as at that time, had no stocks of these food items and had to resort to open market such as Agbogloshi, Makola, farmers market, etc. on a cash and carry basis. Akoto and Namho etimiya koje MPP form afele Ako first round of elections, ako second round, or in another Adam Funti on Amho. Echina, we look at the Ministry of Gender, Children, and Social Protection. That will be paragraph 202. Paragraph 202. Maminchia Chairman Fabian, the chairman of the Mepe Development Association. Good morning, sir.